toys gets a bit savage. There's a new artisan maker in town and another Hot Toys limited edition exclusive. Ah! How you turn my world, you precious thing. It's Points of Articulation. Welcome to another episode of Points of Articulation. Oh, I've got to stop. I'm hearing myself. I'm hearing an echo.
I had to turn my other phone off.
I have to. Well, you know what? Let's just bring our panel in here because we have a fantastic panel. I also have to stop touching my microphone because I know it makes sounds. So hands off now. Hands off. But here we are. Look at this. Look at this panel. Aren't they gorgeous? Hot off of his debut with the man of hot collectibles. We have the one, the only 12-inch Moose Stream. What is up? How are you doing?
Hello, today? Community of collectors. What is up? Collecting action figures. What else is up? You know, that's what my goal in life is to collect every action figure in the world. And have them all and put them all in store.
Isn't that all of our goals in life here? Yeah, I think so. Well, but you are succeeding, sir. You are succeeding.
Unfortunately, for my pocketbook, yes. But if I hit the lottery, I would make a museum and do this, full time, 24/7.
Oh, that would be great, dude. I hope you hit the lottery.
I do.
Next up, you know him as Mike L. You might know him as Thrawn's Office. You might know him as one of the cool dudes that is, comes on the panel and he has a cigar in his mouth and he's one of my favorite guys. Thrawn's Office, Mike. I don't know whatever name you want us to call you.
Oh man, what a flattering introduction! Mike? I'm doing very well.
I know it's so good, so good, Mr. Latoris.
Oh yes, thank you, Costa. Happy to be here with you guys. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So it's a real pleasure to be on your show for the first time. So thank you. Cheers to you and the audience.
We had a really good time at NYCC. Can't wait to do that again.
We did. I'm really looking forward. Actually, this hat is from. I got this autograph by everybody who works at this company. So on here somewhere is Jason Fabok, Jeff Johns, some really big heavy hitters in the industry. So it's really cool.
Awesome.
All autographed for free as long as you had a Ghost Machine comic or paraphernalia, whatever, they'd autograph it for you. It's cool.
Wow. That's so cool, man. And last but not least, one of our regulars, you know him, you love him. 1/6 Syndicate. How's it going, Henry?
Hey.
What's good? Came back from NYC, had a good time. Hung out with Costa for a bit, so that was fun. So I'm just happy to be here, man.
Next year we'll have to get Michael down there.
For sure.
come and hang out with us down there.
I definitely will. But I had family problems this year.
Yeah, and you also had that cool you guys did your collector group did a buy sell type thing, right? You guys had a booth or something, or you did a whole.
We had a show in Rockland, Mass, at the DoubleTree Hilton, and we had a room, and we all bought tables, and we decided to sell our wares.
Awesome.
And whatever. I sell my extras, so that's just my extras I had on the table.
That's one of the things I like that you guys up there in Boston have that nice little collectors group. But yeah,
it's called the Boston Area Toy Collectors Club, and we have a Facebook forum called the Boston Area Toy Collectors Forum. If anyone wants to look at it, you can ask to join, or we'll send you a link or send you an invite if you let me know.
It's a really good group, and if you're not part of it, you guys should definitely come and join. Well, Points of Articulation, we have our panel. It's a game show, and we do a battle to the death, but the figurative death, not a literal death. Although that would be pretty cool. Maybe we'll do that in the future if we have to do the purge here in the U.S. You never know what's going to happen in the future. But so
I know my weapon. If I had to choose that, I know my weapon.
Yeah, what is it?
Flatulence.
Flatulence. Jeez. That's a That's very effective.
A deadly weapon. Everyone would leave if we did it physically.
I wouldn't doubt it. I have my family leaves the room when I fart, and I try to blame it on my daughter, but that never works. So we're gonna do 3 rounds. After each round, we'll see the scores. What happens is I ask the question in the rounds. They give an opinion. If the opinion makes sense and I like it, we give one of these. Hold on. I got it. You threw
Sounded like a fart.
Oh no. Let me hold on. Don't talk. Don't talk. Because it's gonna be really loud. It's gonna be really loud. I gotta change this. What the hell is wrong with my settings? Okay. Here we go. I want this for all right, let's see. Let's do it again. All right, here we go. So if I like it, the crowd will hear this. If I don't like it, or it's some kind of bullshit, or some, whatever. We have fun with this, guys. It's not serious. You'll hear one of those. All right, so let's get on to the first round. If I can do there, it's the first word. And with the first word, we are going to talk about the Clone Wars. This week, another Hot Toys Clone Wars figure was announced. How deep do you think Hot Toys will go with this line, and who will be the next figure? Michael.
Ooh, let's go with Omega. That's how deep we should go. Let's go with Omega. Omega from the Bad Batch, I guess. If that's part of the Clone Wars, I would say that. That's deep into the Clone Wars Bad Batch. Correct? I want Omega.
No, Omega. If we get Omega next, that is going to be crazy because it'll definitely. I feel like it'll raise even more the status of the Bad Batch figures because right now it's. If you want to try to get a whole team,
they made a young Ahsoka. They made a young Ahsoka so they can make smaller figures. Now we know that. So obviously, why not?
True. Yeah, totally true. Mike, how are you think we're going to get more figures? Are they going to go even deeper into this line? And who do you think is going to be the next figure?
Oh, they have to go deeper into this line. I don't see them stopping anytime soon. This announcement was really exciting, and I don't think they've hit the bottom of Clone Wars yet. I think I would love to see Ventress following this.
That's a good one.
They go really nicely together. And but I do love the Omega. And now like you said, Michael, we have had a younger female character in Ahsoka, but they could also give us the adult Omega that we saw. Spoilers at the end of Bad Batch in the season finale.
That's
if they were, hesitant to go with another child. However, I'm going to go with Asajj on this one.
Okay. What about you, Henry? Are we going deep?
They're going to go very deep because I don't see them stopping because these things keep selling out every time and they end up looking better every time. That's Savage, for example. I'm not even getting this series and I thought about picking that up. So yeah, they're not going to stop anytime soon. As long as these things keep selling, they're going to keep going deep into that series.
Who you think is next?
I don't know.
You have to know. You have to know. That's a bad answer.
You don't keep it from us.
Come on. I don't know. You're best friends with Howard.
Yeah. You can let it slide.
I really would know. Maybe young Ahsoka, maybe.
We got a young Ahsoka.
Did we?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. See?
You didn't listen to Mike or Michael.
That's what I'm saying. See, I didn't even know that.
Can I throw this out
there? This is how
too?
much I don't know about that line.
Yeah,
we
go
can
ahead.
Very easily get another clone. That's a no-brainer, right? 212. We've already gotten so many, but there's so many more.
Yeah, you're right.
Now let me answer this question: is Tales of the Jedi part of the Clone Wars universe? Tales of the Jedi.
No,
cool.
I will say Tales of the Jedi. At least the first series was not during the Clone Wars. So the Ahsoka portions were after Order 66, I believe, and the Count Dooku portions were before the Clone Wars and before Count Dooku went into become Darth Tyrannus. So
yeah, I think it'd be smart of them to just brand it Tales of the Jedi, like they've done with Bad Batch, right? Just brand it its own thing. It'd be a great avenue for some more figures and re-releases of characters we already have, like a Dooku.
Yeah, they could sneak in re-releases. Yeah, that's definitely that's you know those Trojan horses with these with these other you know, a way to get a 2.0 without actually you know, upsetting people. Okay, so next. Oh, this was where is it? All right, let's add this. Man, I wish this was easier. Nope. You know what? I didn't do a thing for this. But we will do this. There's a new rooted hair high-end competitor in town, and it's Caustic Plastic. Who would have thought? Not me. They have announced 3 artisan-style figures. Conan the Barbarian, Brandon Leeds the Crow, and David Bowie's Jareth from Labyrinth. What are your thoughts about this announcement this past week from Caustic Plastic? And can they compete with InArt and Hot Toys? Mike L.
Yeah, they can definitely compete. I mean, Caustic Plastic has a great reputation. So now to see them go into the rooted thing, and I love that it's not a rooted Heath Ledger Joker. I love that these are just like, this is what I want. You know, it's nice to say, hey, here's the InArt Batman, here's the Hot Toys Batman. Let's have fun and compare. But I do want to see new IPs that Hot Toys isn't touching. And these are 3, I think, really, especially Conan and the Crow. I mean, don't get me wrong, Labyrinth is like, no one saw that coming. But it would be my third, just from my collection, that I would consider. Definitely Conan and the Crow, though, would really, like in my movie icons kind of cabinet, they would be excellent. And all 3 of these, you know, if we're talking about the stars of each film, are like, they need rooted hair, right? I mean, just all 3 of them would benefit so much from that look. So, yeah, I'm excited for
having Arnold's Conan there. Yeah, no, you're right. All 3, they have that long hair,
that luscious,
and iconic hair with David Bowie.
Yeah,
the McFarlane Jareth is just not cutting it for us downstairs. It's in our pop culture living room.
I see.
We have the little McFarlane one down because my wife is like, just loves that movie. What do you think, Henry?
I actually have my McFarlane Crow right over here as well. But you know, come on, you know, compared to a 6 scale though, it's nothing, you know. But I still have it. It's 20 years old.
It's especially when if any of you on the panel saw 6 Scale Mafia's interview, everything's gonna be like a real, what I would think Hot Toys would make their artisan with leather, like all high-end goods, all rooted hair. So it's not just rooted hair for their artisan. Henry, what do you think? Can Caustic Plastic compete? And what do you think of these IPs? What do you think of the whole thing?
I think it's great that they went with those IPs instead of, I do agree, instead of a Joker or anything like that. I do agree with that. I think they'll be able to handle it. I just don't want them to fall into the same thing as InArt, where they're just picking a bunch of properties that they can put them out on time. So I was hoping maybe they'll just show 1 at a time versus saying, oh, we're doing these 3 right off the bat. Again, we've seen InArt struggle. So I'm just saying, I don't know, but I think they'll be in. I think the figures will be very good looking. That I know. They're gonna be very nice and iron. That I know that company. They've done very well. So, yeah.
I have their Inspector Clouseau, and it's
that's a nice one.
Fantastic. Yeah. Michael, what do you think? Moose.
I'm all in on this. Maybe not the Labyrinth figure, because I wasn't crazy about that movie. However, I do love the Crow, and I would love a Conan the Barbarian. If that's going to be based upon Arnold, if that's Arnold's movie, I would definitely be in it. It has to be Arnold, and maybe we can expand beyond that, even like so Red Sonja or something like that. I'd be all in on that kind of stuff. I do own that exclusive with the diorama of the door nosferatu figure. I have that. I haven't displayed it yet, but I'm going to. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my God, I've opened it, and it weighs a ton because it's got a brick. It's like made out of a brick. That whole that diorama of the Nosferatu's door and lair. It's got the coffin like Bela Lugosi has, and I want all the exclusive rare ones. I don't care if I have to pay the premium. I've been on their website, even though it's kind of difficult sometimes. It might show up in Italian when you go on their website to try to order things. True. And but I do have a number of things from them on pre-order. I think I do have. I have the Chishiro Mifune the two figure set. Where they come with dioramas for sure. And I have to go check my history, see what else I know. I've ordered something else from them, and I don't know if it was London after midnight or what the other figure was, but I'll have to go double check it but I love their stuff. I do want to get a Bela Lugosi, not so much a Braddock. I don't need a Chuck Norris figure, but other than that, I'd go into something any kind of that kind of classic horror stuff. I don't want them to make a Terrifier 3, but I'd rather have them make a rooted Bela Lugosi. And now they're even coming out. Aren't they coming out with Frankenstein and the whole Universal Monsters too? So
they're doing that under a different brand.
They're not going to be. Frankenstein really doesn't have to be rooted. Who needs that? His head is mostly flat, anyways, for the most part. But I'm all in on this. Just not Labyrinth. I would take now Jennifer if they made a Jennifer Connelly figure. From Labyrinth, when she's about 17, I would, but I'd rather have a Jennifer Connelly figure from a movie called Career Opportunities, where she's riding like a little hobby horse.
Bro, I was just going to follow. I was just going to follow up with that. Give me the rocking horse, Jennifer Connelly. I don't know if I need the, although I had a major crush on her in Labyrinth because I think we're about the same age. So it was an age appropriate crush.
Well, I know. But it's not age appropriate for me. Age inappropriate.
Okay, well, it's all right.
Slap my hand, Get your hands off of that girl, But nowadays, we saw her in Maverick. I could date her now. I could date her now, but she's married to Jarvis, so that won't
you'd give her a chance.
I wouldn't throw her out. I'd invite her in.
And that's Jennifer Connelly talk after dark here on Points of Articulation. But all great points. Yeah, if they do a Jennifer Connelly and like have the baby as an accessory, or her little brother as an accessory, I think that would be cool. Or any of the goblins, or
Just so many creatures and
just so many things they could do, but. Fabio said, and he said all they have right now is the Jareth figure, and for the Crow, it's only Brandon Lee, and for Conan right now, it's only the Arnold Conan. But they're hoping to expand. I probably shouldn't go on into a tangent right now, but he did talk about Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Francis Ford Coppola thing. But Gary Oldman nixed the licensing for that.
So that killed the whole thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, I guess he can't nix any licensing when it comes to Harry Potter because there's Star Ace did Sirius Black, so licensing, who knows? But we're here at the end of the first round. Let's see, end of the first round. Let us bring up the scores. After the first round, 1-6 Syndicate 5, 12-inch Moose Dream 6, and Thrawn's Office with 9.
Wow.
𝗏𝗏 is in the lead.
Wait, this isn't golf scoring, right? All right.
Kicking ass. He's kicking ass.
But
Can you see that?
the stakes get even higher when we come back from our commercial break. We get into buy or sell after these messages.
This is your figure if you scroll. This is your figure if you like. This is your figure if you have roast beef. And this is your figure if you have none. And this is your figure if you comment. And this is your figure if you've ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight. I asked that of all my prey. Which one did you get?
Thank you very much.
Dude, I love those, man. I freaking love those. They're so clever, and I love that you include more than just, 6-scale hot toys. I saw that Kickstarter spawn in there that did not get by me. Very cool.
Yeah. I love that thing. Like, it was one of the figures I had back in the 90s. Well, I had one of the originals back then. I sold my whole McFarlane collection in the early 2000s because it was at a point where I was like, these are just statues. Like everything's like all his stuff.
Just the wrist goes.
No articulation.
Yeah, he calls it a figure because the head turns and the wrist goes like that. That's a figure. You know what I'm saying? But it's a statue. I know. Yeah, I did back much. Did you back the medieval spawn?
I did not. I was going to, but then I was like, I haven't read any, I read Spawn when I was in the 90s. I read I even had Curse of the Spawn, which was really good.
That miniseries thing,
yeah. This is at least I have the first arc, the first 8 comics.
Yeah,
where,
like most
kids try to do it like an anthology. Yeah. They try to do it like an anthology. Like after 8, then it's another. Like they try to get other spawns in there. But I did start Gunslinger Spawn, the newer one, and I find it interesting because it involves time travel. So but I would love a 1/6 regular Spawn and a 1/6 Gunslinger Spawn with a horse. That would be great.
There is a 1/6 Gunslinger Spawn right now though on kit. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, it's.
I didn't go for it yet either, but.
Yeah, it's like the ones. It's like the 2 spawns that come out. The other one was 14 inches and massive, and the other one, like, had die cast in places where it probably shouldn't have had die cast, and the suit was funky, but you live some, you lose some. But we are now into buy or sell. So. Hot Toys announced a surprise, not a surprise, Clone Wars 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏 is expanding on the Clone Wars figure line. Henry, buy or sell 𝗏𝗏?
Buy. Buy all the way, man. I like I said before, I wasn't even getting the line, but that figure right there looks amazing. If you even look close to the eyes, you can see a lot of details that they put on there. It's just a really nice looking figure. That's a buy. That's a buy. Even if you don't have the line, I would say just get this. It's an amazing looking figure.
Moose, buy or sell 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏? Yeah,
you have to buy. You have to buy, and I have no Darth Maul figure yet, though I'm working on it, and eventually I'll get it. But I need to get it at my price. My price is like $200 or less. I like to buy when I know I can't really get it any cheaper. That's my price.
Okay.
If I think something is really going to be hot, I would, like say the Harley Quinn Artisan, I would, I'll put my money down now, right? If I have to get it. But something like this, I have to wait, bide my time, but I will buy eventually, along with my Darth Maul, and the better Darth Maul would be probably from the Solo movie to go along with that figure, but the Berserk, the 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏, I had the little Hasbro one, he had a shirt, he was shirtless in it. Maybe they'll do it again where he's shirtless. And you see his whole yellow chest or something like that. But eventually I will buy this, but not right now. And I won't be selling it because I don't really sell too many figures lately.
Thrawn's office. Are you buying or selling 𝗧VASH?
Oh, I am buying him. I love that they really went for it with the expression. We don't see enough, really expressive faces, and they took a chance. It's an animated character, but they gave him that realistic spin, and I'm very excited for him. And I think, Moose, you might want to buy your mall sooner than later, because I know several people that are like, I'm going to buy that now because this was announced. So I think that's trending a little hotter now. It'll cool off again, but you know what I'm saying? I think it's getting looked at by people that don't have it already.
Right. The older figures. You mean like from Solo and from the first Clone Wars one, and did Sideshow make a Darth Maul? I think they did.
And
they must have.
Good sculpt too on the side.
Phantom Menace. Darth Maul.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know you're not going to bother getting like the DXs, because it's a better improved one coming out from Sideshow and Hot Toys, with the speeder bike all over again. It should be like a DX16, 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
what's nice if you have a couple of them though, you can swap those magnetic heads and kind of use the more aggressive head from the other Mauls on the Clone Wars one, and kind of fit that battle scene with him and the Emperor together.
Oh, I did not even know that. No.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out. All right.
I don't have a Darth Maul. Does the figure separate anywhere in the middle?
That would be. Separate? They should have done that, but no, they don't. But that would be really cool. Slice them in half, right?
Well, that's
spider legs on them.
I mean, I grew up. I watched Star Wars in '77. Okay, and like the first 2 or 3 weeks it came out on Cape Cod. When I was 15 years old, so I saw it, firsthand. And we loved it. It changed everything for us. It gave us something to look forward to. Then because it was the whole world of the blockbuster just started in the 70s. There was Jaws, Star Wars, Close Encounters, Raiders of the Lost Ark, all Spielberg and Lucas stuff. So I mean, I'm just going. I love Star Wars, and every permutation I kind of get into, except for Revenge of the Sith. Or Rise of Skywalker. I mean, Revenge of the Sith. The last one.
Wait. You're talking about Rise of Skywalker. You're not.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. No, Revenge of the Sith is probably the best of the sequels. I'm not really crazy about the sequels. I had to wait 15 years or 16 years for us to see a new episode of Star Wars because basically I think because of Lucas's divorce. Because he didn't want to make any money off of it. But he made money on other ways. With Raiders of the Lost Ark. But finally, when the deal was completed, Star Wars all of a sudden started up again. That's why there's a big gap between action figures from '95, after '85 or something like that for about those 10 years because of his family situation. And Lucas,
action figures. Hot Toys released a new Iron Man Mark II 2.0 or 3.0. I don't even know where we're at on these damn Iron Man figures. Moose.
Yes.
Do you buy or sell?
I want that. I want that. I want all the first 7. I want to make the first 7. And if I was rich as hell, I'd buy them all. I get every one they made in die cast. I want this, and I will get. I will get it eventually, but at my price. I have to do it. You can't just go crazy. I mean, I waited my time, and I got a very good deal on the battle damaged 85 and the regular 85. I got deals on them, and so I think they'll make a lot of these. It's Robert Downey Jr. They have to make a certain amount, I'm sure, by contract, I believe. So and they might sit for a while. I mean, look how many other Iron Man figures have sat at Sideshow. A Mark 1. Mark 3, I don't know. I haven't looked at Mark 3 lately, but I did get that one. I couldn't say no to that because that is like the best. Mark 3 is the best in the new version. The 2.0 is the best Iron Man, in my opinion. Very good. But I'm going to catch up to everything, all those Iron Man figures. You have to put them on the low shelf, though, not on the high shelf, because there's too much weight on them. Those things are heavy. And because it was exclusive, I did get that classic Iron Man. That is beautiful. That red, yellow, and red. That's gorgeous. And I will get this eventually. I just love the rivets. That's the best part of it. and let's make a diorama with it, so it falls through the ground, like pop, like a little, like falls downstairs.
They need to re-release the Hall of Armor too. The pieces.
All 7. So I've seen some of them. I've seen they sell one. You can buy one for like $100 for just one cube, and I'm not gonna buy 7 cubes for $700. Nah, I don't think so.
Mike L, are we buying or selling this this figure?
So I'm selling it, but it's a fantastic figure. I mean, anybody who's a real Iron Man collector, it's a no-brainer. I just have the Mark III and the Mark 85 battle damage, and I decided to stop there because this is a rabbit hole I cannot afford to go down.
I hear you.
That's me there.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's so many Iron Mans. I don't know.
Iron Man.
Sell the Mark II Iron Man that was just released.
I got the holdout coming.
Henry.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well, this is the 3rd version of this, I think, right?
Is it? So it's the 3rd?
So.
Okay.
I think this is the 3rd time. The first one was all plastic. Second one has some die cast, and now this one. Now, I would say if you don't have it, that's a must. But if you have any of the other ones, especially the second one, I would say that's not necessarily, you don't need to get that. But if you don't have this is a must. Definitely. It's a must buy.
All right. It's a must buy. I think it looks great. I would this would be a buy for me. Moving on to this guy. Wait, is it the right one? Yeah. Moving on to this guy. Hot Toys continues their streak of announcing a new limited edition figure. This time a repaint of the Advanced Suit 2.0 Spider-Man. But with more black. Buy or sell the black and red Advanced Suit 2.0 Spider-Man. Where am I? Mike L.
I'm going to say sell on this one. I think this particular look has run its course for me, although it looks very cool.
Yeah, I'm just, but like, why keep on? Anyway, well, I have a question later about the whole thing. What about you, Henry? Are we buying or selling this?
That is a sell for me, man. This one just seems like a money grab a little bit. Just seems to just paint it.
You're right. Yeah.
So yeah, that one's I would say, at least for me, it is.
Okay.
Moose, what do you buying or selling this?
Oh, I'm selling that. That's not my Spider-Man. My Spider-Man's, based upon the comics or is based upon the movies. I don't need one. Plus, I don't really dig that the mechanical or those robotic arms around him in the back. I don't dig any of that stuff. I mean, I really.
What is that bullshit?
What's that?
I said, what is that bullshit? They got to put those freaking legs on every single new version of Spider-Man. Although I will say, is the new one's the Superior Spider-Man, right? That one. I think that's pretty cool. But you don't need the legs on to put that.
That's fine. Because, you don't need to put that's not even Peter Parker, though. Superior Spider-Man is not Peter Parker. Talk off.
That's the cool thing about that one.
Yeah, that's what I like about the black suit.
I don't need this. I mean, I have most of my Spider-Mans right now are going to be, based upon Tom Holland's appearance. I haven't because the Tobey Maguire I would get, but I don't think they did a good job on that. They have to do that over again. That first Tobey Maguire that needs work. And I'm not a big fan of Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man. He's okay, and I especially don't need the last one they made. But I mean, there's also some craziness about
video. I was going to say this one's the video game too.
I mean, I would watch a video from the game, but I wouldn't play the game because I'm old. I don't play games.
You're come on, Michael. You're not that old, but I'll give you.
I don't have a PlayStation 5. Okay, and I have a right to not to have a PlayStation 5.
In America, there's some places that do. I believe Canada, you must have one.
𝗛𝗶𝗬 says, "Hey, now, didn't Moose say collect all action figures?"
He's got you on that one.
Yeah, I know. But like, come on. Yeah, you know, I'm
really,
you don't know what hyperbole is. Let's define hyperbole. So I mean, not for me. No, for $100, yeah, I get it for $100, but then I wouldn't want to trade it. Like, you know, I'm thinking about trading my Artisan Anakin for something really great. You know, because
really,
yeah, I want something really great.
Keep me in mind, Moose.
I want something really great. You know, I would need a you know, like more than just a Warner Brothers 100. You know, Warner Brothers 100. You know, Wonder Woman.
What about a Costa case? I know a guy.
Yeah.
It's worth it. No, I'm already getting the Anakin, so it doesn't matter. Anyway,
I missed it.
Move.
I'm getting the Anakin too. You know, and I'd probably let it sit there for a while. I have a Padme. You know, Padme needs someone to cuddle up to, unless I'm going to be cuddling up to, up to Darth Vader. You know, like. But then I've been looking for that black dress that somebody put her in. You know, that would look really nice together with her and Vader. You know, take her out of her outfit. That's what I would do. That'd be cool too.
On that note, you can slip one of these guys out of their outfit, and it's just a regular person. It's the Hot Toys Clone Commando. What the hell? This is their they announced another iteration of the Clone Commando. This time it's not even an exclusive, which I'm sure all the clone collectors and the trooper collectors are rejoicing. But this is the third Clone Commando, Imperial Commando type in the last few months. Henry, buy or sell the Clone Commando?
Like I said, it's probably going to be similar to the last thing. If you're already deep in this line, this is a must. You would have to get it. But yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, it looks good, man. I would say if you start with that line, that's a must for sure.
All right. Well, a Moose. Clone Commando, buy or sell?
Well, I do have a Scorch, and I do have an Imperial, Imperial figure, clone clone figure, and so yeah, I'm not really, crazy about getting another one so soon. Okay, I mean, do I get one? Would I get one? I'd get one, yeah, but it's like my price. I have this like I'm gonna have to ring the bell every time. I don't want to spend top dollar, MSRP. Wait till I'll buy it off of Facebook Marketplace. Let's wait for that to come down. I would, because that's where you find the deals. People that have her little. I mean, I see people have stuff that are brand new. I mean, people are selling the Obi-Wan Kenobi show Vader for less than like retail. Why?
Really?
Why are you doing that?
Where are you seeing this at the marketplace?
I've seen that recently, or close. I mean, not even at a premium, so it's not really gaining steam or anything like that. I think it's even gotten this even less than gaining steam. And you can find deals. You're gonna find deals. You just have to work.
We're gonna have to do a live stream on finding deals, Michael, because I think that would help one thing. A lot of people.
I'll give you one hit. If you want to find a deal, go to popculture.com.au.
Yeah, pop culture. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh,
they're very good.
They are good.
And so how much should I pay? How much should I pay for a Gladiator Hulk?
Give me an idea. I saw you talk about this the other night, and I am very jealous. So I say, let's not talk about it. But $235 is an amazing price.
That's not what I paid. I didn't see that. That was
$235. I thought that's what you said. $285. No, I said
it was shipping and everything. It was like $309. Okay, with the shipping. Yeah, it was good.
$309.
Anything around $3. That's great.
That is anything around $3 is like amazing for that figure.
Have you noticed that the Han and the Chewie are like dropping? Now that they put out 2.0, they're like last year they were $900, the two of them. Now they're like $500.
Speaking of 2.0s,
they're gonna 2.0 they're gonna 2.0 the New Hope, and then we're gonna get a Best Binahan by the end of the year. But Clone Commando, Mike L.
Well, I just want to say, Moose is like the 2.0 of this man right here. He's like the next wizard over here. So let me just pour some wizard juice out for him here.
And he says,
yes. I don't drink vodka.
Shout out to our friend over there, the 𝗵𝘁
Aries, my dude. Yeah, I love Aries is awesome.
Aries is the man.
Are you buying or selling this Clone Commando?
This is a huge buy for me. And Moose, I hear everything you're saying. But let's not sleep on a shiny, because we've seen what happened with these shiny clones. Everyone's thinking like, oh, you know what? Those are going to be around. I can buy them when I want. And now look at it. Those are hard to come by. They're sold out. And this could go that way too, even though this is kind of a general release like that one was. So I say in this case, if you want it, throw down a PO, because you never know nowadays with Hot Toys, man. So it's a buy for me.
That is so true, Mike. You don't know what's going to be the popular figure. Example, I remember when the Remnant Trooper went on wait list, and just like that price just shot up, and now you can just probably I've seen them much cheaper.
And the customs guys are going to go crazy with this figure.
Yeah, these.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mike, have you pre-ordered this? Mike, have you pre-ordered that?
Just one so far. I'm getting just one.
You need three.
I'm gonna definitely add more to it, because these go with anything. It's not just Bad Batch. It's a Clone Wars.
That's true.
So I'm probably gonna end up, Moose, like you said, probably 3.
Well, also this week, it was a pretty busy week for Hot Toys. The 𝗏𝗏 Commando Captain was released. Are we buying or selling this figure? Moose?
See, I don't have a Darth Maul, so it had no relevance to me now. So I need to get a Darth Maul before I start, venturing off this. And I'm probably not going that far into the Ahsoka line. That's where this is coming from, I believe. So
I was going to say, it is coming from Ahsoka, but it also is relevant to Clone Wars.
Right. But I don't have a Darth Maul yet. I don't have, I have maybe one figure from Clone Wars right now. I think I have the Anakin on staff, from Clone Wars, I believe. And, but I don't need this right now. So, so when I'm also Mandalorian out. I've got enough Mandalorian figures for now. That's another thing. There's two, and plus I don't need that many Ahsoka figures. There's too many Ahsoka figures. If you go all in on Ahsoka, you're broke.
So many Ahsoka figures.
You have no money.
Too many Ahsoka figures.
You can't get anything. You won't get it. You're not going to be able to have an Infinity Studios caustic plastic if you get all the Ahsoka figures. And I only thing I got from Ahsoka right now is Thrawn, and that's where it's going to stay. Maybe I'll get a white Ahsoka. Maybe I'll get young Ahsoka. But I don't need, that too many figures,
Yeah. I hear you, man.
On that line.
Mike L., buy or sell this 𝗏𝗏 Captain Commando.
Yes, Captain Go Commando. This is a big buy for me. Big Clone Wars collector. Even though this is Ahsoka, I love that Hot Toys is really encouraging kind of cross-pollination with these figures, right? They show them next to them all. You've got the Kenobi behind him, so that's not even canonical. But that is what I plan on doing with him. So I was going to get 2 of these, but now I don't have to. I'm going to get one of him. I already have the Kenobi. Set them up with Maul, and you've got your Clone Wars Season 7 scene.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
It's a reuse of the Kenobi sculpt, so I don't need 2 of those sculpts.
So true. So true. I love that episode. Amazing episode. If you're talking about the Satine episode, that hits you right here. That's how, especially if But Henry, what do you think? Buy or sell this?
If you have the Kenobi or the Darth Maul, you might as well get that. It's probably not the most exciting figure, I think. But if you do have either of these other two figures, yeah, like this 𝗀𝗏 over there, I would say definitely need to get that. So it would be a buy for me. But yeah, it's good. And not only that, is many different lines you can set this up with. So that's another reason why I would say this is a buy. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's I think this can go with a lot of different lines. I'm gonna guess at some point there's gonna be a 𝗓𝗏 because they can just use this and put a, just do some paint here and there and just add a head sculpt, which would be great. But now we are at the end of our buy or sell round. And here are our scores. 1/6 Syndicate with 17, 12-inch Moose-Dream with 19, Thrawn's Office with 21. Before we go to our next commercial break, I would like to say hi to the chat. Normally I do that after the first commercial break, and I forgot to. And shame on me. I am sorry, chat, for letting you down. But thank you for Broke Collector, Valkyrie Magnus. Welcome, man. Philip the Fool, Daguito, let's see, Tijuana Mike, aka King Churro, he's here. Iron King, Aunt Jemima, welcome, and they voted. Congratulations. That's what we need to do. Thrawn's Office is here. Welcome, Thrawn's Office. Is this your? Is that supposed? Oh no, that's a figure. Never mind. That's Batman. Bruce Wayne. I was like, is that your attempt to be like what's his face? 𝗏𝗏 Kid.
Oh yeah, I would never compete with 𝗏𝗏 Kid. 𝗏𝗏 Kid's legs.
I know, right? Brother Cousins, channel member Leo Soto, Collector Joey, met Collector Joey at NYCC. Amazing. I need to. I'm gonna email you, Joey. If you're still, maybe you're not even here. I'm gonna email him. I'm gonna try to do a points of articulation as the Battle of Copper Drop. I think that would be fun.
Oh, very nice.
S Beam here, Funky Cold Santa, and Commander Green. Now,
what a great crew we have tonight watching.
I know, it's just super fantastic. And while let's roll into the next commercial break. We'll see you after this, or you'll probably see us, because now I'm realizing that I think you can see the behind with these reels. But anyway, whatever. We're not here. Shush.
Show me your first figure. Show me your favorite figure. Show me a figure that you're hiding from your significant other. Show me your most expensive figure. Show me a figure you'd rescue from a fire before your kids. Show me a figure that got you laid.
That's so true. No figure's ever gotten anyone laid.
No,
maybe a base. That was a Lando base, right? I looked at it closely.
Yeah. It was a Lando base. I took video of like a bunch of different figures, and then I was gonna mix and match them, and I recorded a lot of different versions of that, and I'm just having fun with it. I don't want anybody to think that I'm making fun of whatever. It's a parody, people.
It's a great parody.
It's a parody, and there's a lot of "this is your figure" stuff out there.
Hey, you'll have a million subs in no time.
Right. Now you're talking my language when you say parody.
It sounded like like this little pig goes to market, so this is your figure if you're this, and that's why I was like, this is your figure if you have roast beef. This is your figure if you have none. But there's more coming, and other commercials. I will be parodying other actual commercials. Not me. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Randall, he's in charge of the commercials, so don't blame me. I have nothing to do with it. Randall's making these commercials, so
you should have Randall do a good job with Star Race.
I know listen, Randall missed an opportunity. He didn't realize that Star Race was at NYCC until it was too late, or he would have been there with me. I would have had him there, and we would have went around the booth. I would have had somebody video it, and I probably would have gotten kicked out. But Iron King's like, we need a Randall show. You know what? you might just get a Randall show, sir. And Dagita says, I love the parodies. I totally agree. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on to.
You can send up all the other streamers. You know,
yeah.
You have to find all the quirks of every other streamer. You know, like everybody. You know, from Lael to Mafia. You know,
I'm just
brother cousins to 1/6 focus. All the guys. You know.
Yeah. I'm just hoping maybe Randall will come to the point where people just like want to be roasted by Randall. Not as a malicious thing, but roast, they can get a little dirty, little down dirty. So you know what I'm saying. All right, our final round now. If we had 4 contestants, we would take the 2 lowest and they would be eliminated. But since we have 3 contestants, everybody gets to answer the questions, and then we will come to the final, total of the thing. So the last 2 questions in the showdown, we are showing down. We're going to talk about milking molds. Not literally milking the mold, but like, using the same mold over and over, which is a thing that toy companies do. We had another week this week and another couple of repaints. The Clone Commando, the Spider-Man. There are many other examples of this. Are repaints? This is a stupid question, but I don't care. Are repaints good or bad? Moose.
They're great. Repaint, depending on what the figures are, I mean, we do, 2.0 something, repaints or, using the molds over again, I'm sure. Wrecker is probably, Savage or Press underneath, or vice versa, They made Wrecker, and then they use Wrecker's body and put it on Savage or Press. I'm guessing, maybe some tweaks in there. But I don't need something, I don't need Spider-Man 2 when 5 minutes ago we had the other version of it. It's only just came out and the Commando. Like, why don't you wait 6 months before you put another Commando out? Why don't you sell them? Why don't you sell what you have? Scorch was limited, and Imperial Commando was limited. So I guess now they want to get out of the limited thing. Let's put it back out. But I have no problem with them using something effectively. Use it effectively, and let's put it, and make it worthwhile. But just don't do it for the sake of stealing money.
Fantastic points, Mike L.
I'm comfortable just conceding everything to Moose right there. I cannot add anything of value to that, and there's no need to drone on about it, Moose. I think you covered it.
Covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have said, only more articulated.
I love articulated, man.
Yes.
I was like, when I got the first Blade figures, back, in the 90s, okay, they had 30 points of articulation or something, like some crazy amount of articulation that was in these little figures. And I was like, oh, that's what I want, articulation. Everything has to be articulated. But you know what? On those figures, I keep them in the plastic. But it makes no sense. Like, why do I care about articulation if you don't open them?
That's so true. All right, we are down to our final question, which I think this is going to be a fun question. It's going to be a fun question for everybody. So it involves a custom figure, right? You're there. You have an unlimited amount of money. And you decide, you know what? I want a custom figure made of something or someone. It can be anybody that you want. Who would it be, and what accessories would come with your custom figure? Mike L.
Well, this is a figure I've wanted since I was a kid. I think I might be the only person that wants it, but I would love an Exo Man-O-War figure, the old Valiant character from the early 90s.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Always love the look of that figure, the colors, his unique powers, the way the suit forms around him. He's basically Conan the Barbarian meets Iron Man. And so I've loved the story and the look of the figure. We'll never see it. It was supposed to be the next movie in the Valiant cinematic universe that never was, because Bloodshot was a colossal failure in theaters. But I got close. But that would be my dream figure.
Yeah, well, if you have the money, you don't even have to wait for it. You just make it yourself. Unlimited cash, baby.
Unlimited power. Cash. You're right.
So wait, what kind of accessories would come with them?
Oh, he would definitely come with like his like cannon blaster effects. He would come with a really cool or well-designed flight pole, so I can do some cool flying effects with them.
We need that's a good point. We need a better flight pole.
We really do, man. Like Hot Toys is not really, it's not doing it for me. You got to go more like, I don't know, either custom route with it, or some of the smaller figures have a lot of options for that, but not 6 scale so much.
Henry, you have all the money in the world, and there's a figure that's never been made, or there's maybe you want to do a real person, because at the end I will tell you who I want. Who would it be, and what accessories would come with them?
Okay, now it has to be something that Hot Toys hasn't made or can really make. Yeah. So I'm gonna really have to dig deep here, and I'm gonna go with probably something that I don't think anybody would be asking for. I want a 𝗀𝗁 from Coming to America.
Oh shit!
I wanted accessories. I want the line thing, and then you can change it to where he wears the McDowell's outfit with a mop and everything. Oh man, I would love a set like that.
That is great.
Because I know Hot Toys will never make it. I don't think any company will make it really, but man, that would be awesome. That's why I'm going with that.
That is a good one. That's excellent. I didn't even think about that. All right. Moose. All the money in the world. All the money in the world.
Well, maybe
one
just
figure that's never been made. Go for it.
Right.
What?
Well, I'm going to say the name of this movie. Okay. And people are going to get confused by it. Okay. The name of the movie is Dr. Strangelove. Now, don't get confused with Dr. Strange. This is Dr. Strangelove. It's a Kubrick movie. Stanley Kubrick, back in the early '60s, about the Cold War and nuclear and fear of nuclear weapons. In the movie,
Peter Sellers.
No. If you're only going to make one, you have to make the most important one. Okay. Slim Pickens as Captain Kong. His accessories are going to be all the kit that came with it, all the stuff, like the chewing gum and the cigarette and the pack of condoms. Okay, that he was rattling off and what's in their kit, in their survival kit. If they crashed. All right, and then his hat. Because he wasn't wearing a hat, he could have a helmet and a hat. But the most important accessory will be the A-bomb. Yeah. He was riding and he was falling out of the airplane.
Woo!
Yeah! Yep.
That is one of my favorite movies.
It's great. Great. Yeah. I want all the characters from that. But if I don't get one, if you only said one, if you said a series of movies, I want all of them. Peter Sellers was supposed to play Captain Kong, but I think he was injured or something. Not only he was sick, he couldn't do it. That's why they went off and got Slim Pickens. They turned lemons into lemonade. So that's definitely what I would get. I might even do it, even if I can only have like a couple. It'd probably take a couple of $1,000s to do.
Would you want it in black and white, Moose? Would you want it?
Yeah, probably do. If I want to variant, I want both. Let's make both. Let's do a variant. But you probably would put it in black and white because that's how the movie came.
Yeah.
Statboy says James Earl Jones' first movie was Dr. Strangelove. Think about it, Statboy.
He was on the plane. He was, he was one of the, he was a communications officer.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's why Pedro, when he's here, fucking love Pedro, and to give us these extras, it just makes it like so much, you know.
I love that stuff.
Makes it like a real show, guys. Makes it like, all right. So here we go. 1/6 Syndicate with 21. In second place, Thrawn's Office with 27. But 12-inch Moose Dream comes out of nowhere and wins. Now, before the moose is loose, before we let the moose loose.
Hey, I won the other night. I won the other night on Man of Hot Collectibles. Not any contest like this, but I won the raffle.
Oh, congratulations!
You're on a streak.
But I will say, I have 2 custom figures that I plan on getting made. One of them, the first one that I will get made, is Jim Henson. In 2 ways. One head sculpt will be regular. One head sculpt will have all the contraptions where you can have them do the puppetry. My second one is Walt Disney. I just want those 2. But anyway, Moose, this is what you win. You get 30 seconds to a minute to talk about anything that you want. Normally, if you have a channel or something like that, I say, don't talk about your channel, whatever, because we do that at the end. But you don't have a channel, so you can talk about anything you want. So let me get you all situated here and go for it.
Okay, I don't have a channel. I don't have a channel, but I do have dreams of a channel. And my channel dreams, when I'm having a daydreams, and how would my channel work? I would love, and if I would need infinite amount of money, okay, but when that happens, I would like buy MMS 001 and review it, okay, on my channel. I would give the history of 1/6 figures, you know, one step at a time, one figure at a time. Would it be every day? All depends on how fast I can get a figure. I mean, there's controversy about what was the first official hot toy. I mean, there's Lucas as a director. There's Neo from the Matrix. That was pre, the Hot Toys official MMS anything. They were all third-party stuff back in the early aughts. And there was one more. I forgot now what the third one was. You remember, Mike? What the third one was from the before Hot Toys really started?
I do not. But this is fascinating. I would love this, Moose. You should.
Yeah,
do
I would love to.
I know. I need time to do this, and I need finances and resources to do all this because I want to make basically my ultimate goal. You know, when I drive by an empty building, say for sale, can I fit a museum in there? I wonder if I could fit a museum of all like 1/6 figures, but it's just not just Hot Toys. There's Blitzway. There's every toy. You might even have a few Star Ace, but shame on me for saying that because they're not awful.
You leave Star Ace alone. They've got doughy stuff, baby.
But that's what my thing. So the question about is MMS 01 the Kyle Reese, is that the first one? Because people could have said no. The other Terminator is the first one.
I think it's Hicks. I just Googled it, Moose. I think it's Hicks.
No, the first one was Kyle Reese.
No. MMS 003.
That's 3. I'm not talking about MMS 001 and MMS 002. That was a Terminator figure. And Hicks, but I'm really leery of those early Hot Toys. First of all, they had no license and they're awful looking, in terms of that, but it's still part of the history and how you get to where we are now. And I'd love to see the history of 1/6 would be my channel. That's my dream channel. I would get these figures, and then I would stash them in a museum. So nobody could ever, people would watch them and see them and come to my museum because I've always had a dream about, before even 1/6, was an action figure Hall of Fame and toy museum, in a side store you could buy toys from, while you go there. But that would be my, the ultimate goal of, my channel and my museum, and so. Have it may, I would need if I hit the Powerball, it'd be, I don't know how long it would take for me to get it going, but I would eventually.
That sounds amazing. Like, I would love, yeah, somebody needs to make a history channel, and that should be you. And I hope you win the Powerball so that you can, make that channel.
Well, I just hit it a couple weeks
get me
ago.
lots of toys. Get me all the toys, please. But anyway, I'm not gonna ask.
Well, I would need a curator, Costa. I would need a curator of my museum.
Okay, yeah, I'm there. I'll curate. I need to visit Boston area at some point.
You're young enough to do it.
I'm 49.
You're still young enough to do it. You got at least 10 more years before you hit mine.
Anyway, that was beautiful. I love that goal and that dream. I hope you do hit it. Do you have anything? We're at the end. What do you got going on? Are you gonna make more of the rounds on panels? What's going on? You've broken your proverbial cherry with Dante.
I mean, I can't. It's kind of like I fell into it, and it's been beneficial. I mean, you asked me tonight, about an hour before we went on live. I go, I'll do it. Why not? Yeah. I have nothing. I'm not doing anything right now. I saw a movie today, and I like some figures from that. You know what the movie I saw? And it wasn't Venom 3. Conclave. That's an excellent movie. There's no figure you really want to do that. But Conclave is an awesome movie. You have to see it. It'll probably win all the Oscars. Coming up.
It's out in the theaters right now, right? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. It was. I saw it with my friend, and it was a great movie about it's about
I know. All right. I know.
It's about electing a pope.
I know this. Yeah. I just looked. I was like, oh yeah, Ray Fiennes and
Fiennes and Stanley Tucci and Isabella Rossellini.
Ooh, Isabella Rossellini's in. Okay. Thank you for the recommendation.
Isabella Rossellini is a beautiful woman, and I love her. And that would be a good figure from Blue Velvet. Let's make the Dennis Hopper figure from Blue Velvet, and let's make Kyle MacLachlan from Blue Velvet.
If anybody starts making, I guess we did get Twin Peaks Agent Cooper. I was about to say we need more. Yeah. We definitely do need more David Lynch character figures because there are a lot of really quirky ones, and I love them.
Did you see the Dune movie? The David Lynch Dune?
Yeah.
I hate that movie.
Original.
I'm sorry. I don't like saying hate, but I do hate that movie. That's just terrible. I mean, the Dune, the first two Dune, the Dunes that Dennis made, recently are great. The second Dune movie, with Timothée Chalamet is great.
Yeah, they're amazing. The book is amazing too. So if you've read the book, you'll be happy with these Dune movies. Mike L, what's going on? I don't even. You end up on panels. Do you have a channel?
No,
or do you
barely have an Instagram. Yeah.
I barely.
I barely even do that, but I got very lucky and met you guys and have sort of fallen into this as Moose has, and it's been awesome. So, but no,
Dave.
Yeah. I just built the module cases a few weeks ago. I just moved in this house a few months ago. Okay. So I've had a lot to do, but yeah, I sprayed the ceiling black, and I put the statues up a couple weeks ago, and just trying to get up to the caliber of you guys, what you have behind you. So I'll get there eventually. But yeah, I got some detolfs over there. Put the Luke lights in last week, so getting there. I got the detolfs and the modules. I need some Costa cases, but I'm too lazy for that. But no, anybody can reach out to me on Instagram. Thrawn's office, and no channel, but I enjoy it. It's an honor to come onto channels like yours.
Dude,
thank you.
I'm happy. I'm happy to get you and Moose on here. I try to rotate people in and out. And we got one of my mainstays right here, Henry 1/6 Syndicate. It's been with me from the beginning. What do you got going on, my friend?
Nothing much this week. I'm still trying to catch up since I got back from New York. So I really don't know, but I do know there's about 4 or 5 boxes coming in this week. Oh shoot, maybe 6. Yeah, I think I got about 6 boxes coming in this week. Yeah, a lot of things I had to catch up on. So they're gonna come in, but I'm not gonna open them because it's a pretty good chance that I'm gonna move all this. So yeah. So there's a lot going on. So just need to figure it out. But then that, if anything happens, just go to my Instagram and I'll post it on there.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. One other thing. I would be remiss if I did not mention Shane 16-Figure Focus and Connor Hot Toys Hotline, because I be on with Shane on Mondays and Connor on Tuesday night at 7. So just want to throw it out there because those guys are great to me, and I love being on their show. So
I need to get back on Shane's show. Last week, oh man, I forgot his name. I know.
I like his channel. Shane is pretty good.
Yeah, Shane's great.
Rogue One was like, "Do you want to, hop in?" And I was like, let me. I'm not home yet. If I get home in time, I will hop on. But I love doing Shane's show. So
but yeah,
great show. I've never done Connor's show.
Awesome,
yeah.
I'll speak for him and say that he'd love to have you on. So, because I know him well enough to say that he would.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I think we did a stream like years ago on somebody else's thing. I might have been on with them, but it's been a while since, like, when you start doing. I'm like, because I'm in my own world. Like, I'm building shit, and I'm not doing. I just started the points of articulation thing, which is fun because I wanted to do something fun. I mean, we're a little over the hour mark where I like to be, but whatever. We had a lot of fun tonight.
Absolutely.
I want to thank all of you guys for coming on. I'm working on videos. Oh, for those who were part of my 4.5 hour live build yesterday.
Jeez.
Tell me about it, Henry. It wasn't supposed to be 4.5 hours, but like there were issues, and I had some issues with the build, but let me show you real quick. I did get it together, and it was just a little piece of plastic blocking the freaking acrylic. It was just killing me that it was blocking it, and I spent hours trying to push this piece of acrylic in. And Mike L, you know how it is putting Maji cases together. Basically,
that's the worst part. The acrylic, putting the acrylic.
This is like putting but this is here. Let me switch my camera real quick. So this is equivalent to a Max. It's like a Max 120, but I decided to, like, the case was actually together. Wow, you can see me. Hi. The case was pretty much together, but I added supports in there, and the side glass was not holding on. But if you guys, my people, I had people that were there for 4.5 hours, and we did it. We did it. We did it.
It looks great, man.
Yeah, that's that. I built that from scratch. That is that I bought the aluminum. I built it. I took one of the extra shelves from the garage shelf, and I used that as the wood shelf so that reusing wood, so you don't have to spend anything extra. And that is where the '89 Batmobile is going to go. And I also have a floating shelf that I'm putting in there to go above it to have all of you son of a bitch, look at all that room back there. This is all I got, all right? This is Philadelphia.
Do you know how long it took me to find a house with a basement that I could afford, et cetera, et cetera? It was like,
I bet, man.
My wife was like, so what are we looking for in a house? And I was like, we're looking for, I want a basement that has a house above it.
With a museum inside. You want a museum inside.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That's great. I need to get what I would like to do is I'm thinking about adding 1 or 2 floors to this house and one of those being like a big master bedroom that goes the whole house, and then the second one to be like office and all the stuff that I need to do for in here. It would be great because I can add above because we're an amazing neighborhood here, and I don't know if I want to leave the neighborhood. But anyway, I was able to do the display case. If you want to learn how to make the platform, that's right here. Tutorials next week, show off. We're gonna put lights in the 𝗏𝗀𝗀's here. Well, that's my brother from another mother. There he is.
Oh man, what a dude, what a guy. 𝗏𝗀.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
So if
he's
you
my
want to learn
friend,
how to build
I broke bread with him
in California when you went out to Cali, right?
CaliCon, and we went. I met him in September at OxCon. He was there too for that.
Nice.
I went to OxCon last September. That was fun. You should do it. Hopefully they'll do it again next year. They couldn't do it every year. I can't do it every year, but every 2 years it'd be good for OxCon. Long as they don't make me walk around like they made me walk around the Alamo walk. Can I get a wheelchair? Somebody get me a wheelchair so I can push myself around?
No.
I need a Segway. I need a Segway. Do they make Segways anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe they do.
Yeah. I need a little.
I believe they do, and they improved upon it. I think.
Did they?
But yeah, that is awesome. I would. I like next year. I know a lot of us are going back to NYCC, so it'd be great to see other people head out.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do other cons because I had such an amazing time, and I would fly out for other cons.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, also if you want to be on the show, Points of Articulation, please feel free, reach out to me. If you want to be on Show Off, you built something on the channel, and we can talk about it live on Show Off. We can do that too. So yeah, we'll end with this last commercial, and hopefully, if I do this right, wait, what's this? Oh, that was you.
Sorry, I'm interrupting.
I was like, what is this comment? Who's this?
Who's this jerk?
Son of a bitch. Don't they know I'm trying to say goodbye? No, I'm kidding. So I'm going to try to time this where I end the stream at the end of this thing. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you to my panel. You guys rock. And we'll see you next week. Peace.
Thanks.